Let me show you the most embarrassing video I've seen this week.
Did you all see that woman in her 80s and a guy asked her, what are your thoughts on gold diggers? And she was like, there's no such thing as a gold digger. All women are expensive. Pick the one within your price range and shut the fuck up. Then he asked her, what do you bring to the table in a relationship? And she was like,
fuck do I look like? A waiter? Next question.
And then she was asked, what is your best dating advice? And she goes,
it's better to give 20 guys a chance than 20 chances to the same guy. You're a player.
And she was asked, what is her philosophy about love and money?
I think it's better to cry in a Lamborghini than cry in a Honda Civic. Yeah. All men will disappoint you, so choose the richest one.
Now they shock her. He asked her, how old was your husband when you married him? And she said,
he was 25 and he was 75. Thanks to him, I haven't had to work for over 50 years.
Then the guy asked her, what is your body count? Guess what she said?
Honey, I've lost count since 1975. I'm enjoying life, not collecting data.
Then he asked her, what is your take on men who bring you flowers? And she said, flowers die, honey.
My Chanel bag is forever. Know the difference.
The video she was watching is actually quite popular here on TikTok. I see a lot of my followers who also like it. Yeah, it's AI. That video was absolutely AI. I'm sorry, but Granny is not real. The interview guy is not real. There's actually a guy in his bedroom wearing boxer shorts that is producing all of these things and making a whole lot of money on showing you these videos. Every single one of them is AI. And all the things Granny is saying, yeah, absolutely AI. You are all just consuming AI slop. And if you still have doubts about this, the top of the page says getviewswithai.com. And if you still have doubts about this, well, look at this. This woman walks away, turns around, and becomes a man. That does not happen in real life. In this same video, look at Granny's car.
What?
And y'all are just eating this up, including this our lady friend from before, who has been called out for reposting AI, but she won't take the video down. I don't know if it's pride or she doesn't care that she's reposting AI slop because it aligns with her worldview. And that's how a lot of you feel. But there's a real version of AI Granny that you people already know. And let me tell you a story about how the same advice she has been given, the same advice that AI Granny has been sharing with y'all, ruined this woman and her children's lives forever. This is Shira7, aka the Sprinkle Lady.
Sprinkle.
She's the real life AI Granny, only without the fine cars and clothing. She has millions of disciples on the internet, and one of her most famous students is this lady called Isis Morales, who has built an entire career over following the advice of Shira7 and becoming a trophy wife to a man she only married after knowing him for just a week.
How are you telling me this?
Now, 1 week sounds very short to you and I, but to her, she married a man that was her Prince Charming. And she had a YouTube channel dedicated to teaching young ladies just like herself about how they too can bag a man that will turn them into a trophy wife.
So men, especially masculine men, are natural hunters. After you attract them, they'll probably want to get your number. So you don't want to answer on the first call or the first text. You want to give it some time. I know that a lot of women, we already know to do this, so that's not really new. Keep that same energy as if he was a broke, ugly Dusty. No, not exactly, but...
And I am saying had because one day she removed all her videos from her page and uploaded this one. I married a monster. And I think you know where this is going.
Unfortunately, it's been a little over a month since I had to end up leaving my husband. I honestly don't even really know where to start with this, just because it's just such a hard topic. It's like I built this channel and this whole brand around being this man's wife and trying to teach other women how to attract good men and provider men and all these different things. And I truly held my husband or saw him as the bar. I didn't realize that the person I married was actually going to be my biggest nightmare. I really thought that that man was my Prince Charming. I think shortly after we got married, and this is something that I haven't talked about, I started noticing like certain things changed with him. And I just started to see a few things that I didn't like. But I honestly thought that some of these were things that I could get past. 6 weeks ago, I was changing my daughter, my 4-year-old daughter. I noticed that when I changed her, she was red and very sensitive. And immediately, my first thought was, did someone touch her? I asked her, I said, baby, did somebody touch you? And she ended up saying it was daddy.
She was allegedly 4 times in the first few months of the marriage, but she still proceeded to give your advice and only stopped when her husband started touching her 2-year-old and her 4-year-old girls. And these are the people that a lot of you are listening to on the internet. Isis has since deleted her YouTube page and delisted her books from Amazon. The case is still ongoing in court, and I will let you know when any update comes. There are real dangers when it comes to consuming slop on the internet. The women have Shira 7, the men have Andrew Tate, and now with AI we can get people like AI Granny and many other fictional characters that will perpetuate beliefs that we already have and push agendas that we are already drawn to. And what happened to Isis and many others like her will keep happening if we don't check what we consume online. Someone once said to me, no one double checks a fact they already believe is true. And a lot of that is happening nowadays.